So, anyway, tonight is going to be sort of a tribute to Lemmy. I mean, we're going to do our normal stuff, but we've got some people who might want to chime in and talk about Lemmy, and I know that our good friend Bob Nobandian is going to chime in. I've reached out to a couple of people. I did not get an answer back one way or the other.
Right.
So there might be some surprise call-ins. I don't know if any of them will call in, but I've reached out to a few.
I saw you just throwing that Twitter link out there. Mr. I hate the social media. You're all about it.
Yeah, but it's only for the show, not for me.
I know.
It's not for me. It's not for me. Hey, look at my new car.
Dude, look at this fucking steak I bought at the grocery store today. It was half off.
Yeah, no.
Fuck off.
It's all about the show, my friend. That's all I'll use it for.
Yeah. Plus, we got to talk about what we did over the holiday.
We will.
You know, I mean, Jesus. I'll say this. I've never seen you drink that much, ever.
And I didn't even get a buzz.
I know. You were like fine. I went staggering out of there, but you were fine.
Yeah. Didn't even get a buzz.
Got the anti-buzz from that cunt waitress, though. Oof.
Well, she definitely raked you the wrong way at first, but then when she started being honest, then she got a little more interesting.
Yeah, I still tipped her low.
Well.
Or you did. I don't remember who did.
I threw a 20 at her.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't remember what I put on the bill.
I don't think you put anything on the bill. I got the tip.
Oh, I didn't like her.
Yeah, she was a little annoying.
Yeah, with her fucking fake laugh. It's like, oh, go away.
Yeah. So it's like your 1980s yoga class wants their clothes back.
Yeah, she whatever the opposite of hotness would be for a waitress, that was her.
Yeah, she was the anticlimactic hotness.
She really was, and she had that fucking Jessica, whatever her name is, the chick from what's her name? Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah, she had the Sarah Jessica Parker face
Teeth.
going on there. Yeah,
she really had a big old fucking Mr. Ed face.
Right.
You know, not good.
Well, I agree. So, anyway, here we are. It's 2016.
Yeah.
And what was that? Neeley threw the 10 inches at her.
Well, maybe you would have. She wasn't black.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, she didn't strike me one way or the other as just being remotely attractive.
Yeah. Her lack of hotness and personality made us not want to keep getting drinks.
True.
Because we didn't want to deal with her.
Right. There is some truth to that.
I know every time she came over, you just looked at me and I was like, ugh, not again.
Well, she did laugh about the catching AIDS joke, though, or the discussion. Yeah. She overheard us.
Yeah, but had no idea what we were talking about.
But she thought it was funny.
Of course she did. She's trying for a tip.
No kidding.
Yeah, she stunk.
Right. All right. Well, we are back, obviously.
Yes.
And I'm not really sure how to steer this show right off.
Well, we can talk about whatever.
Well, let me recap. People are asking me about my birthday and
all right, yeah.
What I did and all that kind of stuff, and if any presents ended up in the closet.
Right.
Well, number one, since you run the CMS Facebook and threw a little mention out there about my birthday and whatnot, I was overwhelmed at the number of happy birthdays that I received.
There she is.
I know. I see that. AOR rocks.
The one on the right, that is.
Yeah. That's her.
That is her.
So for those of you who chimed in on the CMS Facebook and threw a nice greeting at me, I appreciate it. I did post over there on the Facebook.
What?
Yes, I know. I put it in parentheses just to take the shock value out of it. Oh, my God, Neeley is posting on Facebook.
Wow.
But I did throw a little thank you out there to everybody who participated and, made a little mention.
Sure.
So that was cool. I took a ride over to Ohio, and I went camping at the Hampton Inn.
What do you mean camping?
Well, it's kind of a joke. It's just like my idea of camping is the Hampton Inn.
Because it's not as sophisticated as your home?
Right, I guess.
Get it?
Yes. So, I checked in over there at the Hampton Inn, and it was so warm on Christmas Eve.
Right.
That I walk into the place and the front doors are wide open.
Right.
And the gal behind the desk there, I'm just like, wow, this is Christmas Eve in Miami. She's like, yeah, don't you just love it? Well, anyway, I checked in and went down there, being it was Christmas Eve and all, everything's pretty much closed.
Right.
Well, I went down to a little pub over down the corner, Brewbaker's Pub.
Oh, yeah.
And I went down there, and, dude, they got some really hot girls working there.
Yeah.
Every girl that worked there was like 5 girls.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them. All looking different. They all look different, but they were all hot in their own right.
And this was Christmas Eve, so you were probably getting the B team.
Well, it's hard to say.
Gotta be. The A team isn't going to work on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, the place was just full of dudes.
Right.
So that was kind of depressing in itself, but the girls made up for it.
That's cool.
And very friendly, very, on the spot, ready to, what can I get you? How you doing? Can I get you another one?
Right.
So I had some kind of an Italian sandwich and some drinks and just kind of sitting there. And there was a gal. Said she was the manager there.
Okay.
She looked like she could be Stephanie's sister. She looked just like her, only brunette.
Like that.
Looked just like her.
Wow.
I was just like, wow. I had to do a double take and thought, man, did Stephanie dye her hair or what?
Nice.
Very nice gal by the name of Ashley. And she stopped back every 5, 8, 10 minutes.
Right.
You doing okay? Everything all right? Can I get you anything? Just that kind of thing.
Right.
So I was just of course, she started in with the conversation. Where are you from? What are you doing here? Are you by yourself? Blah, blah, blah.
Right, of course.
So of course I had to question her back, well, what do you do for fun, Ashley? Well, this is it. This is what I do. I work 6 days a week. I manage this place 6 days a week. It's like, oh, okay. I said, so is there a Mr. Ashley in the picture? Well, yeah, I have this boyfriend.
All right. Thanks a lot. Go get my drink.
So, of course, it's like, is it serious? Well, it's been 5 years. I said, well, that doesn't make it serious.
Yeah.
It just makes it long term. Doesn't make it serious. Well, yeah, it's pretty serious. Usually when they give you those answers, very insecure.
Yep. Or the husband's working the bar.
Well, I think it's it was a boyfriend situation.
Okay. 5-year boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going somewhere.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The insecurity was there. Yeah, well, yeah, it's serious.
Sure it is.
Mm-hmm. So before I left, Ashley was kind enough to do a shot of tequila with me for my birthday.
Look at you drinking fool.
Yeah, I know. Look at me, just soaking it up.
You who drinks about 10 drinks a year, you had 15 drinks in 2 days.
I did, but it was Christmas. It was my birthday. I'm getting old.
Get them all in now.
I'm old as fuck.
Can't dog me out anymore for drinking, you lush.
Yeah, but I wasn't staggering.
I was kind of staggered the next night.
Not me. So anyway, I that's how I spent my Christmas Eve at Brewbaker's Pub.
Right.
And then Christmas, I went over and visited with my dad. My dad is 86 years old.
Wow.
And healthy as a horse. Just, fine. Just getting around. Can I make you something to eat? Can I get you some coffee?
Look at him go.
Yeah, I know. Just trying to be the best host,
Sure.
And fortunately, being that we are a branch of Fox News and all.
Right.
I did order him a Christmas present, and I got him the Bill O'Reilly Killing Reagan book.
Oh, nice.
Signed by Bill O'Reilly.
Does your dad have a CMS t-shirt too?
No, you know what? My dad would not appreciate this show in the least. He would not listen to this show, and if he did, it was just like, son, why do you got to do that?
Now we got something in common.
Yeah, he would not appreciate this show in the least.
It's funny.
So I went and had Christmas with him. I said, "Did you get my Christmas present?" "Well, something came in the mail yesterday. I didn't even open it."
Holy shit, now we know where you get it from.
Yeah, well, I know. That's kind of why I was telling that story. I said, "Well, go get it. Go open it." So he brought in this box, it was in a shipping box and whatnot. Right. He opened it up, and, there's the little message plate in the front cover signed by Bill O'Reilly,
Okay.
And he's just like, is this the book that George Will has been all upset about? And I go, "Yeah, that's the one." Well, I'm going to have to read this. "Oh, I would hope you're going to read it."
I didn't get it from the library, Pops. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you read it.
Look at Jackal, like father, like son. So I spent Christmas Day with him, and then I went over to Officer Jim's new place with my sister.
Okay.
And checked out their new place.
Well, that's nice, right?
Yeah, it was very nice. It was a very nice place. And, once again, it was hard to find adult beverages on Christmas night. I had to go to the Circle K.
Right.
And they actually had some wine and, a few assorted alcoholic beverages there that you could purchase.
Okay.
So I took a few things over to their place and visited with them for a while.
That's cool.
And then that's how I spent Christmas Day.
Right.
Went back to my Hampton Inn.
Sure.
Then Saturday, CMS Mikey and his family invited me out to their place.
Right.
So I drove out there, and the Pope in the chat room will appreciate this, being that they know how much I enjoy the Permanente brothers. If you're a Pittsburgh native or been to Pittsburgh, that is sort of like a local favorite.
Sure.
They built the Permanente brothers over in the Canfield area.
Okay.
So Mom and Dad and Mikey took me out to lunch for my birthday.
Excellent.
So we went to Permanente brothers.
Right.
And I had 2 or 3 Jack and Cokes there.
That's fun.
That's why I started with the Jack and Coke with you, because I was already in the system with the Jack and Coke.
Because you were already rolling.
I was. So I spent the afternoon with them, and then I rolled on over to Twinsburg and met up with you, and we basically finished out the night drinking Jack and Cokes and screwdrivers and wings.
Yeah, and pissing people off with the
Oh, yeah. How much did you spend on jukebox money?
I don't know, $20-$30.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to tell that story, because being that I do not frequent the bars that often, and being that technology has really caught up with us,
sure.
How you controlled the jukebox with your phone the entire evening we were there.
Oh, well, it's, there's a lot of the bars have a jukebox called Touch Tunes, and they have an app, and you can buy credit for the jukebox. And without getting up, you can just play whatever songs you want to play, from your phone.
Sure.
So you and I were sitting there, and when we came in, it started being all this country horse shit. It was just, like 5 or 6 country songs in a row.
Right.
So I tuned into it and started playing like some Dokken and some like Metallica or whatnot. And that's when we saw the guy that got up and started programming in all the fucking Eminem shit.
Right. He had the shaved head going on.
Yeah.
And then the baseball cap.
Yep.
And he went up there and must have programmed in a half a dozen rap tunes.
Yeah. It was like The Game, Eminem, Jay-Z, T-Pain. It was all these fucked up rappers. So I, of course, then went on the fucking tangent of just putting in every heavy song I could put in, every long song I could put in, and then I started jumping the line with there's a feature on the app where you can play your song next,
right?
Like jump the next guy.
Sure.
So I just started jumping all his songs so that I don't even think he probably heard any of his songs. Do you?
No, he did not hear a one. Now, how do you jump ahead? Is that a premium cost?
Yeah, there you buy X number of tokens. For $20, you get like 40 tokens or something, 40, 50 tokens, whatever it is. And it's 2 tokens for one song or 3 tokens, and you can jump ahead.
Nice. It's like it's like the fast pass at the amusement park.
Exactly. Well, I fast passed all his shit. Fucking And I wasn't playing good music either. Let's be really honest. I was playing some real dog shit just because it was 18 minutes long.
Right. And you actually broke down and played some Dream Theater.
I most certainly did. Because it's long.
Nice.
I wanted to stick it to that guy so that he would fucking leave. I was afraid he'd come back up and start putting more of his bullshit in, that we would have ended up sitting there listening to an hour and a half of fucking rap.
Right.
And I wasn't willing to do it.
Sure.
So I did it my way with, the two Guns N' Roses songs that are like 13 minutes.
Yeah, you played Estranged and what was the other? Yeah, Coma.
Played Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Played Octavarium from Dream Theater. Played Pull Me Under from Dream Theater.
Right.
Played all kinds of really long songs just to fucking piss that guy off.
Yeah, and it was really funny because you kept an eye on the guy and he kept looking over at the jukebox like, when's my song coming up?
Yeah, we were having fun torturing that guy.
Right. And then, of course, the waitress who she would come back and she was just intrigued by us.
Yeah, she loved us.
Yeah, she was very intrigued.
Yeah,
but you did get her to open up about her personal preferences in life. Her sexual.
Of course.
which was kind of refreshing because she didn't even bat an eye.
No, she seemed like she might be a goer if you could get past that horrendous face and terrible personality.
Right.
But once she got past once we got past her at work personality, she was kind of okay. But she still, it's a pet peeve to me, but she laughed at every joke any of us told.
Right.
Even if it wasn't funny, she was laughing. And it was like, oh, I fucking hate you. Die.
Right.
And I mean, every time and then she was trying to be funny, and she clearly wasn't in the right group, to be trying to compete with you and I.
Sure.
And I don't know. I just didn't like her. It's probably just me.
Well, I did find her just annoying.
Yeah, me too. Very annoying.
Sure. But she did answer a few of your questions though, and you did put up the percentages on the Facebook.
I don't remember.
You were asking her about the percentage of time, that she goes home on a one night stand.
Oh yeah.
And all that kind of stuff, and that oral sex on a period is undesirable.
Right. I was asking her some shit.
And she was answering them.
She was, but once we got going, I just went, there she is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her.
That's her.
Yep. Wow.
Her.
Sure.
Yeah, I did get into some slightly personal information.
Sure. She didn't have a problem answering any of it, though.
No, she was all right, I guess.
Yeah.
Now that we're not in front of her, she was all right. When we were dealing with her, I hated her.
Yeah, but, at least she didn't go, I'm not answering that.
You guys are horrible.
No, she was just straight up.
Yeah, I think she was working for a tip.
Well, regardless.
You don't think that that's all she was doing?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think once she found out that, we did this,
yeah,
it was more intriguing to her.
That could be.
It's like, wow, you guys are wild guys.
Yeah, wow, you guys are edgy.
Yeah, look at you. We just get these rap playing bumpkins in here, and
exactly.
We got some actual celebrities in here tonight.
Yeah, you think she thought we were celebrities?
Yeah, you never know.
Who knows?
You know how weird chicks or people are when they find out that you do something that's in the entertainment world, no matter how big or small it is.
You're right, because she did change her tune when she found that out.
She did.
She was like really kind of passive with us. And
sure.
When she found out we were on the radio, she was like, ooh.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, anyway, that's how I spent my Christmas weekend. And then I got up at 10 o'clock the next morning and hit the road and came back this direction and went back to the job on Monday and been a lazy bum since Thursday. So,
well, you got to every once in a while, don't you?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well,